What's up, bitches? I got some video games and I'm going to tell you about them, so here we go. Before we start this video, I want to send a special message out to my auto disliker out here, right here on YouTube. Dude, you're slacking. You're slacking. There's been a couple videos where I post the video and you don't auto dislike right away, like within minutes of me posting the video. Also, my last few videos, you haven't even disliked them at all. So, I mean, if you're going to commit to being an auto disliker, like, at least commit, like, be thorough about it. Come on. So, at least go back and auto-dislike my videos, please. Please auto-dislike this one right away, because I want to know you're out there, man. It makes me know that, you know, someone's taking the time out of their day to actually click on my video and hit dislike, because I mean that much to them. So, you know, don't forget about me, man. I want to know you're out there. I want to make sure you're okay. So, I don't know, maybe you're dead. You know? How will I ever know? Just saying. So, just letting you know, I miss you, so please come back. Anyways, video games. There wasn't a whole lot out there this week. That being said, I did get quite a bit of stuff for there not being anything. One of these, the first thing I got, actually, I should say, is off of Kijiji. It was a, someone selling this game, they wanted $10 for it, and I was like, yeah, sure, $10, whatever, why not? So, the worst part about this is that every time I see a game that I want to get, it's always in, like, the next city over in Cambridge, and I don't know if anyone here watches my videos or are from Cambridge. I'm in Kitchener, and I really don't like going to Cambridge. Like, it's a really confusing city, and of course, there's no easy way to get anywhere. It's always, like, in the middle of downtown or something like that. There's nowhere to park. It's always ridiculous. Anyways, luckily I had some time after work and was able to go over there and grab it. It was a very cold night though, and my motorcycle was not agreeing with me that night. Anyways, long story short, I got the game. I paid the $10. I picked it up. Here it is. It is Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee or Melee, whichever one is not the Japanese something. Anyways, game looks really cool. I used to play this with Ben and his brothers way back in the day when we were kids, and it was a lot of fun, so really happy to grab it, and maybe we'll play it at some point. You never know. It does look cool. It is complete. Bam, bam. No one cares. But yeah, $10 for that. Awesome deal. Could not leave it there. This next game is pretty awesome. I actually, with the new job that I have now, I actually was able to do some, a bit of extracurricular activity, and nothing illegal, don't worry about it, but basically, a guy paid me $20 for about 5 minutes of work, so I didn't have a problem with that. This game popped up on Kijiji that night for $30, so it was only $10 out of pocket, so I don't have a problem with that. $10 for this game. It's actually going to be a Christmas present for a friend. So hopefully he doesn't watch this video, otherwise I'm going to spoil his Christmas present, but I'm going to show you guys anyway, because it was a great deal. $30 for Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4, still one of the greatest games on new-gen consoles. If you have a PS4 or an Xbox One, what are you doing? Get Grand Theft Auto 5. Even if you hated all the other ones, play this one. It's fun. It's fun. Even if you don't like Grand Theft Auto, this game is fun. I don't even know what to say to you guys if you're not playing it. But yeah, that was pretty much it for about a week. That's about all I had. I was out, Guelph way. Yeah, Guelph. That's where I got this. I was trying to remember which store I was at. Yeah, this is at Guelph. I finished one of my runs earlier, for my new job, and I basically decided to swing in at Value Village, see what I could find. And they didn't have anything, or everything was really overpriced. They had a lot of games, actually, but nothing that I was willing to pay that much for. So this one I did find I was willing to spend the money on, just because I'm kind of interested in it, and I'll get into it later. It was $6 for Monster Hunter 2 Freedom. I think I had Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, I think it was, a while ago, but I traded that away. Because I didn't really like it, and I'll probably not really like this one either. I don't know, I really want to like the Monster Hunter series, I think the idea behind it sounds really great. You know, you basically go and it's boss battle after boss battle. You got to spend a long time like weakening a character and then kind of take it down and then harvest it, and then you make your armor better and stuff like that. Like, the idea to me sounds really cool. I just don't know if Monster Hunter is the way I want to go with it. I don't know. I just can't get into it. So I don't know if I'm keeping that game. I also wanted it because my PSP collection is lacking quite severely. So I mean, I have a lot of games for it, but not a lot of like quality games. So kind of I want to bump up the quality a little bit. So I picked that one up, just kind of put it in there and make it look nice. But who knows how long it's going to stay there. This next bundle I found, holy shnikey, oh my gosh. I posted a picture up on Facebook, not on my page or anything like that, like my profile, but just like on a gaming group, and I got some pretty good reactions for this. I only spent $16 on this whole bundle of games, which I think is a steal. I've been striking out for months. I think in my last couple of videos I've been talking about, you know, resellers getting everything before me, or everything being overpriced, or there just being nothing, and I think a lot of it has basically been resellers getting there like minutes before I do. I remember a couple of times I walked in and I see a guy walking out with, you know, Smash Brothers or Mario Kart or something like that. It's just always something, right? So anyways, the day I went in, I finished work early. I decided to swing by Value Village on the way home, and am I ever glad I did. I managed to snag these before some reseller did. And only one of them is a double for me. And I might be the dirty reseller, or I might give it away. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm just happy that I could get something after months, like literally months. I know it doesn't sound like, I know it sounds like I get something a lot of the time through thrift. And sometimes I do, very rarely at this good a deal, because this Value Village just dropped their prices, and this just worked out great. I've been talking a lot about this. Anyways, the games. The first is an original Xbox title. It is Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Oh, sorry about that. This game looks hella fun. It's basically the Hulk. You run around, smash things. I don't know what can go wrong. Hulk games are pretty fun. Kind of reminds me of like the Godzilla games, Destroy All Monsters, but except on Xbox. If you're going to get this game, this is the version to get. Stay away from the GameCube one, because it's probably the least powerful, least pretty looking, and probably the most expensive. So stay away from it. This is the one to get because it outputs to 720p, which is ridiculous for an original Xbox game. So a lot of them like cap out at 480. This one goes up to 720, which there's a very few amount of original Xbox games that do that. This is one of them. It's beautiful. It looks great. So definitely happy to get that. By the way, all these were, you can see the price there, $2.99. Awesome. All these games, $2.99. Keep that in mind. I'm not going to show you the price tags because they're all there. This one's cool. I've seen it on other consoles, but just never picked it up. But for this price, why not? It is Hunter the Reckoning on GameCube. It does look pretty sweet. Haven't played it, don't know much about it, but the cover looks cool. I mean, look at this guy. It looks sweet. $2.99 for that as well. We're going to start getting to some really good stuff here. X-Men Legends 2 on the GameCube. Also $2.99. This is a great 4-player co-op, like, hack and slash beat 'em up type game. I've had this on multiple systems, and every time I've gotten rid of it because I just don't like the controller. I especially don't like the DualShock 2. Like, I really don't like that controller. But I like the GameCube controller even more than the original Xbox controller, so it'll be fun to play. I think it'll be fun. We've been playing a lot of 4-player games on our streaming. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this. Our streaming has moved to Friday nights at 8 p.m., so if you're not doing anything on Fridays, come swing by the channel and hang out with us. We actually just played through all of Gauntlet on PS4, the new PS Plus game, which was a lot of fun. We beat it in about 5 hours or something like that. Anyways, it was a lot of fun. So I'm trying to find more like 4-player co-op-y type games, so yeah, that could be one of them. Also, if you have any suggestions, throw it down in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Actually, I'm going to do this one first. The only double of the group is F-Zero GX. Player's choice, who cares? $2.99 for that. Awesome deal. This is the last great, I guess, F-Zero game. I don't know why we still haven't got another one yet, but hopefully one will come. Hopefully to the Wii U, so at least I can buy it, and I won't have to get it on the NX, whatever that will be, because that system sounds like shit. Anyways, this game's awesome. It is a lot of fun. It's really fast. Also, when we play it on stream, $2.99 for that. All these are complete, by the way, in great shape. This was the killer one of the deal. The killer one of the deal. Who says that? Tales of Symphonia for Nintendo GameCube. Both discs are in there, complete, great shape. I will show the price. $2.99. Look at that. I'm not making this up. Awesome deal. I was debating getting this like the re-release, HD re-release on PS3, but just didn't want to put the $20 down on it. But I will take this at $2.99 all day, every day. So this is awesome. I haven't had a score like that in months. I've already mentioned that before, but awesome deal. $16 for all that. Could not go wrong. So after that, I thought I would push my luck a little bit further. So I went to another Value Village, and it was overpriced as always. But they did get an influx of new games, and I must have got there just as they were putting out their new ones. So I figured I would, browse through, see what I could find. I found some that were just like a bit under retail, so I was like, screw it, whatever, I'll buy them. The first one I bought is Rayman Origins on the 3DS. I really like the new direction that the Rayman games are going. I have Origins on the 360, but it feels more like a handheld game to me, so picking it up on the 3DS. I have Legends on the Vita, and that game is beautiful, so definitely if you have a Vita, check out the Rayman games. It's an awesome platformer, kind of puzzle-ish in a way, not always. There's some puzzles in it, I should say. But definitely a ton of fun. I have no idea how this one compares, but I know the 3DS isn't as powerful or as pretty as the Vita, so it's probably not quite as visually appealing as the Vita, but still will be cool, and I need to play my 3DS more anyway, so, but yeah, check them out if you haven't. And then the one cartridge game for this video, this one was it was about half of what it goes on for retail. Half, maybe? Yeah, we'll go for that. 3/4. We'll go 3/4 just to be safe. Ninja Gaiman. Awesome. This is one of the games that I need to get into my collection and just didn't want to pay, the $20-$30 people are always asking for it. So, but yeah, really happy to grab it. Hopefully one day I'll play it. I hear it's good. I hear it's one of the best games on the NES, so happy to add another quality title to the NES collection. So, gonna go back to the Monster Hunter kind of tirade I went on a little bit before. Like I said, I really want a game where I can go and have epic monster battles and stuff like that, and kind of work together. Blah, whatever. However I made that sound, the Monster Hunter series just isn't doing for me. This one I feel is. I played the demo for this a long time ago on the 360. So I've just been waiting for this game to drop in price, and that is Dragon's Dogma on the 360. It's actually cheaper to get it on the 360 than the PS3, and probably, I know all you PS3 fanboys out there are going to hate me, but it actually looks better on the Xbox, so I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, this is basically, go on quests, and you attack monsters and get stuff from them. What's really unique about this game is that they call it the pawn system. So my character basically becomes a pawn in other people's games. So my friends can hire me to go on quests with them, and I can help them based on what I've played in my own game. So it's kind of weird. So say my pawn went, if you were a higher level than me, and then you went on a quest with my character as a pawn, then when I logged in, my character would suddenly know stuff about things, and is that how it works? No, I've confused this. So it wouldn't be my character that knows it. It would be if my character went as a pawn in your game, and then when I came back on and I got your character as a pawn in my game, your character would know how to do stuff because it's been on other missions already, so it can tell me how to beat bosses and beat other monsters further in the game. I know I've made this sound terrible now. Anyways, it's a really cool system. So you can get really good stuff and really bad stuff, and you can pawns between friends is free, but you can also like hire level stuff to help you through other parts of the game. Whatever, I don't know what I'm saying. It sounds really cool in my head. It looks really cool. Visually, it's great. It's not perfect. It's not like highly refined, but it is a good start. I was gonna get the, what is it called, Dark Star or Star Successor? No, sorry, Dark Star Arisen or something like that. Is like the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC and stuff. But it was a good like almost $8 more than this one. So I figured I would just jump in the regular version. If I like it enough, then I can, upgrade later. But we'll see how it goes. But that looks really cool. Can't wait to jump into that. I talked about that for way too long. Next and last, I should say, is another Wii U game to add to the collection. This is probably one of my favorite games of last gen that was brought to new gen. So really happy to grab it because there's something about it that it makes it appealing, and it's different enough that it makes me want to buy it again, if that makes sense. Anyways, it is Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. Like I said, it's the same game as like Arkham City on Xbox 360 or PS3. It might look a little bit better, maybe. Probably not. Probably is on par. But the gamepad functionality makes it enough different about it to make it appealing to me. This is, again, one of my favorite games. This is the best Batman game in the series. Arkham Asylum was great. Arkham City is awesome. The best game. Arkham Knight is okay. I would say Arkham Knight is probably the weakest of the three. I hate to say that. I know everyone's loving that game, but I don't know. I just can't get into it as much as this one. Arkham City was a blast. Probably the best game. If you haven't played it, definitely I would recommend playing it. If you don't have it on PS3 or Xbox, then get it on the Wii U. It's probably the version to play. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. So, the other problem with having all these games is that I've actually run out of room up here on my shelf. So I've got to work out a new system to store all my games and start stacking them differently. Because, yeah, my GameCube shelf is full. My Wii and Wii U shelf is going to be full once I add Batman. And then my GameCube shelf is already like spilling into my Wii shelf. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to figure something out. Anyways, long stories and too much talking. I apologize. But yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. Let me know any 4-player co-op games that you think would be fun to play for us on stream. And that's going to do it. So I will talk to you guys later.